Hey guys, this is Sammy from techbrew.com, and today I'll be reviewing the Macally Divo case for the iPod Nano 3rd generation. Here's the box, here's the back, and this is a protective leather case for the iPod Nano. Again, this is for the 3rd generation Nano, the fat one that plays video, and also the super thin one too. I don't know if you guys have ever used one of these. They're great. They're actually really cool. I like it. So the case we're reviewing today is by Macally. Again, it's called the Divo, D-I-V-O, and it sells for $29.99. And here's the case. Let me show you that. There it is. This is nice leather. And let me read some of the specs here. This comes with a lanyard, which is pretty nice, and a wrist strap as well. And I don't know if you could tell or not, but it uses a little clamp, and that clamp actually connects to that little loop right there. So basically you just slide that. Let's see if I can do this without hurting myself. There it goes. So it just rests right up there. And it also supports, it's also got an incorporated belt loop inside, which is pretty nice. And it actually stretches too, which is good for the larger belts or whatever. So let me go ahead and put the iPod in, and it just slides in through the top. And there's actually a thin piece of plastic that covers the entire front of the case. And it just sits like that. That's it. Okay, so things that were pretty good about this. One, obviously the wide belt loop is great. Personally, this wrist strap, I didn't see much of a use for it. I think, digital cameras have wrist straps, and those are really nice because you're always having that around so you can go and carry your camera and take a picture. You don't want to drop it. I don't know many people who change their music that much where they would need to keep the wrist strap. That's just my personal opinion. However, the lanyard is really cool. The lanyard, you can just wear it around your neck. Now, if you have a bigger neck like me, it actually sits pretty high up. The only thing, let's show you that. It sits pretty high, and because the Nano is so lightweight, it's actually not too bad. But it's also adjustable too, so if you want to, I don't know why it's adjustable, but whatever. A couple things that I didn't like about it was the connector at the bottom. It's hard to use the dock connector. Now, it will work, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't sit very snugly because there's two little pieces of plastic. I don't know if you can see that or not, but those two little pieces of plastic, I actually had to kind of stretch them out a little bit in order to get it to fit in there just fine. So that's one thing that I wasn't too keen on. Another thing is when you have it around your neck, actually, this is something to point out, when you have it around your neck and you try to look at it, because it isn't that long, let me see if I can do this, it's kind of awkward to try and see the screen, especially if it's up close to your face. If you wear glasses, or if you probably should wear glasses because you can't see things up close, but you do it anyway because you don't want to look old, you're going to have a hard time looking at this without having to take it off and on your neck. So that could probably defeat the purpose. Two ways of possibly fixing this would be A, to have the case actually upside down so the Nano is actually hanging upside down. That's solution number one. Solution number two is actually make this cable or the lanyard just a little bit longer so when you go to turn around to look at it, it's a little bit more visible. The other thing about it that was kind of difficult was, let me go ahead and take this off again. Because of the bottom access area, the headphone port really is only going to fit the iPod included ones. If you try inserting larger jack headphones, it's going to be difficult to put in. For example, my Shure SE or my Shure E3Cs. Let me just give an example. These are the E3Cs, by the way, just so you can see them. It was kind of hard putting that on there because it doesn't actually stay. You have to move that leather back a little bit in order for it to really clip on there. but that was kind of an issue. Also, if you have a dock connecting speaker or a dock connecting FM transmitter, like I know Extreme Mac, and there's a lot of companies that make them, you would actually need to remove the iPod Nano out in order to use it. So those are some of the pros and cons. Overall, this is a really good case. I mean, the leather stitching is beautiful. There's one more thing that I wasn't too happy about. It's very, very difficult to remove this out of its case. I mean, it is hard. I've been stretching this case out in order to remove it, and finally it'll come out. But the first couple days of using it, it was almost impossible to get the iPod out. You're going to need to stretch this case out in order to use it. It isn't stretchy on the sides at all. It's just that canvas material, sort of like what most laptop bags are made out of. So overall, this is a great case. 30 bucks, not a bad price. I think it could be dropped down to like $24.99. I think that would be a better price point. But out of 10, I'd give this a solid 6, almost a 7. So Macally did a pretty good job on this. Maybe if it was fit just a little bit better, or we had some other different option on the bottom, I don't know. But again, this is the Macally Divo case. My name is Sammy. You've been watching the Tech Brew product review for the Macally Divo. Again, for all information regarding this product, go to my website, techbrew.com. That's tekbru.com. We'll have full information as well as our pros, cons, our overall score, and a link to buy it directly from Macally. Thanks again for watching. We got plenty more Macally iPod 3rd Gen Nano reviews coming up. Thanks.